Cool. You guys ready? Ethereum right now sitting at over $3,000, over 3,000 US dollars. Pretty amazing. For the first time in a long time, we have, of course, Bitcoin over 42,000. A lot of people are saying we're about to break out. We're about to moon. Now, historically, we wouldn't be mooning in March, 2 years into the super cycle. We would be going down. So am I positive that this is a signal that we are going to moon? No, I'm not at all. Not to be pessimistic, but I just, I'd rather be a little bit more grounded in my assumptions surrounding the price movements that are coming in. But everybody else, they're saying it. They're saying we're going to moon. So let's try to stay positive. ETH price hits 3K as major crypto fund adds over $110 million of Ethereum to Lido's staking pool, or Lido's staking pool. Now, if you guys are considering staking, you need to understand a couple things about Ethereum that's kind of, I think, a little tricky for people. There are a couple different ways to stake. One would be that you get 32 ETH in and of itself, you self-custody that, and you spin up your own staking, and then you have that full 32 investment. You control your private keys. That's the safest way to do it. The unfortunate part about that right now is it's going to cost you 32 ETH, which is quite expensive, especially at $3,000 a pop. So your other option is to participate in some form of staking, usually through a centralized service, and you can do that at a lower level. What's the problem there? Well, you're not going to have control of your private keys. Therefore, you do risk, of course, the company that you're staking with, etc., going under, being malicious, or something along those lines. The other thing about staking Ethereum right now, like we talked about before, the big issue, the big red flag, is post-merge, you will not immediately be able to unstake your Ethereum. So if price goes into a free fall on Ethereum due to some sort of, unforeseen, at this point, probably not going to happen, but could happen, kind of mess up on the merge, you aren't going to be able to pull out and liquidate that Ethereum, because right now they've already confirmed that immediately after you will not be able to. Now, they use the term immediately after, but I don't know if it's like a Patriot Act type thing where this is a temporary situation that never goes away or what, right? So how long that time post-merge that you're not going to be able to unstake, I'm not clear on. I'd be a little cautious personally, but these guys aren't. So there you go. Later, the hedge fund manager reportedly purchased more than $22,500,000 worth of ETH tokens from FTX and Deribit. So that's why the price is getting driven up. So a one-time large whale purchase does not mean that the price is going to remain at the high point that it currently is at. This isn't indicative of like what I would say would be mass adoption or anything. This is just a single whale player coming in and basically driving that price over 3,000 US dollars. Are they incentivized to try to maintain that price over as a whale? Yes. Do they actually have the capability of doing that with, the amount of purchase that they had here? What do they have left to keep continuing to keep that price up there? I don't really know. To me, this doesn't mean huge bull run because, like I said, it appears to be one investment, right? Ethereum's native token Ether rose above 3,000 on March 22nd as fresh data suggests Three Arrows Capital staked at least $110 million worth of ETH into Lido's liquidity pools. The Singapore-based hedge fund manager provided liquidity worth 36,401 ETH to Lido's Curve ST ETH pool. Using a third-party Ether wallet, data from Etherscan shows, as a result, it became eligible to receive at least 36,401 stacked Ether tokens from Lido. Or Lido, I don't really know, I'll be honest. To ensure low slippage when unstaking those tokens for real, ETH plus staking reward. Almost an hour later, another Ether address. So this is good. We have two now in here, marked with the word fund, sent 6,993 ETH worth 21.12 million US dollars to the Curve staked ETH pool, hinting that Three Arrows Capital was adding more liquidity to the Lido's coffers. If correct, the fund may have already staked more than 130 million US dollars worth of Ether on March 22nd. Participating in ETH 2.0, the Three Arrows Capital massive Ether inflow into Lido staking pools came ahead of the launch of Ethereum's new validation system in the summer of 2022. Ethereum will switch its network protocol from energy-intensive proof of work to proof of stake, which lets users validate transactions and adds blocks to the Ethereum blockchain by staking 32 ETH or its multiples for at least 1 year to earn annual yields. But only 8% of the current ETH supply has been staked into ETH 2.0 contracts since its introduction in December of 2020. Understanding that average Ether users are reluctant to lock 32 ETH, about $100,000 at today's price for a year, that has created opportunities for liquidity mining providers like Lido or Lido. Notably, Lido allows users to lock any amount of Ether to participate in running the ETH 2.0 chain without lockups. As a result, it now represents more than 80% of the Ethereum liquidity mining space, holding nearly $8.25 billion US dollars worth of ETH in its pools at today's prices. Hence, Three Arrows Capital's looks intent to becoming a validator on the Ethereum network via a less risky alternative like a liquidity staking pool. Meanwhile, the fund appears to have also been accumulating more Ether. Three Arrows Capital addresses received about 22.5 million US dollars worth of Ethereum tokens from wallets associated with crypto's exchanges FTX and Deribit on March 22nd, less than an hour after it staked 36,401 ETH into Lido's pool. It wasn't clear whether Three Arrows purchased the coins anew or merely withdrew them for holding or future further staking. But in either case, the firm contributed to what appears like a constant depletion of Ether reserves across the crypto exchanges, considered by many ETH traders as a bullish signal. Yeah, but they can always refill that. Now, if it was not going into Lido's pool, I would be more bullish than going into Lido's pool. Why is that? Because if you have to actually lock it up for a long term that's going to go past the merge, right? Then I would be more keen on saying, okay, that makes sense. These guys are super confident. It's locked away. It's not going to make its way back to exchanges. But just by the fact of the platform they chose here, where they do have the ability to pull it out kind of at any time, it does, to me, feel like just in general that it's not as bullish as it may first appear, right? It's still bullish, just not as bullish as it would first appear, right? Nonetheless, PrimeXBT, an independent market analyst, highlighted 3,000 US dollars as a key inflection zone for ETH price, noting that only flipping above it decisively could have Ether IA move towards 3,500 US dollars. You know, guys, I'll just tell you right now, not financial advice, but if it goes over 3,000 and it needs to go up more, it's going to go to 3,100, okay? All right, so there you go. We'll wrap it up right there. First Mover also does cover this in the crypto markets. The big market moves as cryptocurrencies ignore a hawkish tone from the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, as Goldman's first over-the-counter Bitcoin option trade revives hopes of stronger mainstream participation in digital asset markets. So if you guys weren't aware, essentially Goldman Sachs is hopping in the cryptocurrency game on the Bitcoin side, and that is another reason why we're seeing bullish markets today. So that's two big movers, one on the Bitcoin side, one on the Ethereum side. Liquid staking giant Lido's LDO token doubles in less than a month. Dash's technical chart shows a bullish breakout. So that's pretty much it. Those are the market moves. We're at $42,786 US on Bitcoin and $3,019 on Ethereum. Will XRP ever hit $1? We're going to skip that one for today. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up. We're looking really good on pricing. We'll kind of see, is that translating into mining? I'm not fully seeing or fully realizing any translation into mining. To me, it looks like we're seeing increases in difficulty on the networks as well. So maybe there's some mining investment going on as well. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.